Hi guys, welcome back to 7 Sensational Girls. It's Jazz, your Thursday person, as you all know. Unless you're new, then you don't. But this week's theme is Q&A, and I stupidly put a post up on my Twitter that nobody knows. So I didn't get any questions. Well, not that I last checked, I didn't. I will go and double check. Go double check, and then we will find out whether I did get any questions. And if I did, then I shall read them. If I did not, then I shall not. Oh, I've got 31 notifications, so this could be a possibility. Let's have a look. Best way to have a look is go into my profile. Let's have a look. No, I have no tweets at all. None. So, luckily for you guys, I'm not going to leave you without content, and it's not going to be an apology video. This week's video is going to be the 50 questions you've never been asked on YouTube, the tag. So there's 50 questions. I'm not sure whether I'll do them all, depending on how quickly I get through some of them. Because I'm going to try and keep this video sort of not small, but not big. So question number 1, what's your favourite candle scent? See, I like the black cherry Yankee candle. It's got a really sweet smell, even though it's like well, cherries are really sweet, and it's got a really sweet smell, so I really like the black cherry Yankee candle. What female celebrity do you wish was your sister? See, I'm probably going to have to go for, and not many people know her as a celebrity, but she is actually quite famous because she's through YouTube. Well, her name's Cora Atwood, so the daughter of Roman Atwood. And then, which male celebrity do you wish was your brother? Both his boys, Noah and Kane. How old do you think you'll be when you get married? Oh, I don't know. Whenever the lucky person comes around. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously I'll have to sit into the relationship for a while, but after that, probably when it feels right. Do you know a hoarder? No, I don't. I don't know anyone that hoards anything. Can you do the splits? No, I cannot. I cannot do the splits. How old were you when you learned how to ride a bike? I think I was 4, but I'm not sure. I do remember having an experience where I was riding my bike and I went down a hill and lost control and got concussion from falling off my bike. But I don't know how old I was, so I'm not sure. How many oceans have you swam in? Oh, I don't know, because I've been to lots of different places, because I used to do majorettes, which is a type of dance, and we went all over the place, so I don't really know how many oceans I've swam in. I'll probably say 10 maybe tops. I don't really know. How many countries have you been to? 1. This country, UK. I've never been abroad. Is anyone in your family in the army? Yes, my brother-in-law. I don't have a brother-in-law. One of my uncles, actually all of my uncles, some of my uncles from my my auntie's married to my uncle, and my uncle and his brothers have all been or are in the army. Well, actually no, because they're in the RAF, so I don't know whether that's classed as the army, or I'm not too sure. What would you name your daughter if you had one? Emily. I really like the name Emily, so that. What would you name your son if you had one? I really like the name Arthur, so probably Arthur. Or Archie, or something like Tyler. I don't really know. I like the name Tyler, but it's sort of I don't really know. But I do like Arthur, like a classic Arthur name. What's the worst grade I've got on a test? A U. See, nowadays it's graded, I think, as numbers in the UK. But when I was in school, it was letters, and in college it's pass, merit, distinction, or referral, and I've got quite a few referrals. What was your favourite TV show when you were a child? I think it's always been The Simpsons. I still watch The Simpsons. What did you dress up as on Halloween when you were 8? Now, I'm not too sure what I dressed up as, but I remember early in my childhood I used to dress up as a pumpkin. Me and my sister used to be pumpkins, and I can't remember what I was when I was 8. Have you read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games or Twilight series. I think I've read one book of Harry Potter, maybe 2 Hunger Games, and I think I've read all of the Twilight, but I'm not sure. Maybe 1 or 2 Twilights as well. Would you rather have an American accent or a British accent? I think I prefer a British accent, not being biased, but because I've always grown up with a British accent, I don't really think I'd suit an American accent. So yeah, probably British. Did your mother go to college? I think so, but I'm not sure. I do remember my mum saying she was going to go in the Navy, but she failed her medical due to something with her knees. So I don't know whether she went to she was going to start the Navy when she was 16, or whether she went to college, or I'm not too sure how it worked. But I think she went to college. Are your grandparents still married? So I have lots of different sets of grandparents. So on my mum's side, my nan and my granddad's passed away, but I think they were separated. My nan and my granddad on my dad's side are not, but my granddad has remarried, so yes and no. Have you ever taken karate lessons? Actually, I did, but I only went for 3 sessions and then I gave up. Do I know who Kermit the Frog is? Of course I do, he's from the Muppets. What's the first amusement park you've been to? I think it was either the Pleasure Beach in Great Yarmouth, or properly, I think it was Fantasy Island in, I think it's Inglesmeld, but I'm not sure how to pronounce it, so don't put me to that one. What language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? Probably like a common language you hear like nowadays. So I don't really know, like you hear a lot of like Korean and Arabic and German and French. I learnt German as a GCSE, but I can't remember any of it. So I don't really know what native language I'd like to be fluent in. Not native, what foreign language I'd like to be fluent in. Any, I'd like to be bilingual. Do you spell the colour as grey, G-R-E-Y, or grey, G-R-A-Y? I spell it as both, I think. Like every now and then I'll spell it as E-Y, and every other it just depends on how I spell it. I don't really know a particular one I use. Normally it's G-R-E-Y rather than G-R-A-Y. But because I use an iPhone, it autocorrects it to grey with an A. Is your father bald? No. But he might as well be, because with his job he has to have his hair like cut short. He's not allowed to have long hair. But he does have hair, so he's not bald. Do you know triplets? Don't think I do, actually. I know a lot of twins, but I don't think I know any triplets. Do you prefer the Titanic or the Notebook? Titanic. I've watched the film, I've read the book, but I have not read the Notebook or seen the film The Notebook. Have you ever had Indian food? Yes, I have, because my mum's partner works at our local Indian, so I have it quite a lot. What is the name of your favourite restaurant? India. That is literally the name of the restaurant. Have you ever been to Olive Garden? Not that I'm aware of, no. Do I belong to any warehouse stores? No. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? I think mine was Bradley. I think it was Bradley. It was either Bradley or Brandon. If you have a nickname, what is it? Mine, I've got loads of nicknames. I've got Jazz, Jazzy, Boo, Becca, because Becca's my middle name. Well, my middle name's Rebecca, but I get called Becca. JB for Jazz Rebecca. I've literally got loads. Absolutely loads. Who's your favourite person in the world? I don't actually have a favourite person. I have favourite people, which is my family. I don't have one particular favourite person. Would you rather live in a rural area or the suburbs? I'm not too sure, actually. I have no idea. And I'm saying that because I'm not sure which one's which. So let me quickly Google it. Probably rural, because that's the countryside. So yeah, rural. Can I whistle? Yes, I actually can do 3 different types of whistle. So I can do the normal, like, I can do 4 types, I believe. I think I can do the one where you put your fingers in your mouth and you go, yep. I can whistle without touching my mouth, do a really loud whistle, which is, and I can also whistle with my tongue, which not many people can do. Sort of. I figured it out when I was like 12 and I had no life. I still have no life. I just sit inside and go on YouTube a lot. I go to college and stuff, but I don't really have a life. Do I sleep with a nightlight? Actually, I sleep with these. So they sit around my TV. They are like the fake candle things that I got for Christmas one year, if I turn them on. So I have these, and you can have them like multicoloured, so they change colours. We can have like red, or my favourite one at night is this colour, because it's like a tempo sort of colour. You can have white, blue, you can change different colours. You can have like, one can be like, I don't know, red, and one can be purple. But yeah, I like using them, and I also I have 5 of them, so they're like small, medium, large, medium, small. So I have small and medium on each side of my TV and the large behind. But one of the smalls are in my drawer, because my cat actually likes to sleep in one of my drawers. So I leave him with a little night light. I'll show you my cat at the end of this video. Because he's very cuddly and cute, and he's mine, and I love him. Do you eat breakfast every morning? No, I don't. Only normally like weekends I'll have it, or days I'm not at college, if I'm awake. Do I take any pills or medication daily? Yes, I do. So I have a condition, well, it's sort of a condition, where when you go to sleep, your brain produces a hormone called melatonin, and it's basically a hormone that secretes in the brain that allows you to sleep or makes you tired. My brain doesn't actually secrete much of that, so I have to take a hormone replacement pill in order to build up melatonin so I can sleep properly. Otherwise I won't sleep for like days, or I'll like miss sleep overnight, and then the next day I'll be really tired and fall asleep really early. So I have to take that to maintain my sleep pattern, which I haven't been recently, but I should start doing it because of college. What medical conditions do I have? So I have that one, and I have asthma, but I don't really help that by vaping and smoking. So, but I'm not promoting that at all. If anyone here is thinking about smoking, taking up vaping, please do not do it. I'm back onto my vape because I'm trying to quit, but please, please do not do it. It's a bad habit and it's not good for your health. How many times have you been to the hospital? Honestly, I don't know. It sounds bad, but I've had ongoing problems with my stomach. They thought I had appendicitis at one point, and then I got diagnosed with intestinal and esophageal spasms. So that's another sort of like medical condition I have. But I haven't had that recently. I've been there for injuries, birth, you name it. I've probably been there for it. But it's like, I don't know how many times. I really can't tell you. Have you ever seen Finding Nemo? Of course I have. Of course. You haven't lived if you haven't seen Finding Nemo. Where do you buy your jeans? I don't actually wear jeans. I prefer to wear leggings and trackies, so I don't buy my jeans anywhere. What's the last compliment you got? You look nice. I don't know. As you guys can see, I don't really like wearing makeup. So I think it was last week, they had like Christmas lights being turned on in town. So I thought I'd put a little bit of makeup on. And so someone said, you look nice, to me in town. I had no clue who they were, but that's probably the last one I got. Do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? Every now and then. If it was like a decent dream, I do remember it. But if it wasn't, then not really, no. What flavoured tea do you enjoy? Normal tea? I don't really know. Like, I think that's on about like herbal teas. I don't really drink them. I just literally drink like Tetley tea bags. How many pairs of shoes do you currently own? 1. I wear my Nike trainers because they're really good and I love them. What religion will you raise your children to practice? See, I'm Christian, but I'm not strict Christian. Like, I don't go to church every week. I don't read the Bible. So I'd probably get them christened, but I wouldn't, like, if they didn't want to go to church, I wouldn't force them. Like, I don't go to church. My mum doesn't force me to go to church. My mum doesn't go to church. She goes there for, like, Mother's Day services, Easter services. Sometimes she'll go for the Christmas one. And normally I do tag along. But I wouldn't really raise them to practice a strict religion. I'd like them to believe that God is real and you go to heaven or you go to hell. I also believe in rebirth. So, like, you're born again as something different. I hope that happens. But I don't really know, so sort of I don't have a strict religion I believe in, because there's lots of different aspects from different religions that I believe in. So I wouldn't really force my kids, if I had kids, to believe in a particular religion. If one of my kids grew up and said, I want to be Buddhist, I want to be Muslim, I wouldn't put it against them. I'd let them do what they want, because if that's what they want to be, then that's what they want to be. How old were you when you found out that Santa wasn't real? I think I was 9, but I sort of tried to believe until like the age of like 13, and then when my little sister was born, I sort of knew like Santa isn't real, Mum and Dad do it. So, spoiler, I'm really sorry if there are any kids that still believe in Santa. I'm really, really sorry. Why do you have a Tumblr? I don't have Tumblr. I don't have a Tumblr account. So that's it for this week's video, guys. Next week you will be expecting to see from me sorry, I've got the list up on my computer. I'm just waiting for this like little pop-up bubble to move. It'll be my Christmas wish list. So I will see you all guys next week. Bye bye.